Mhm. Just looking at this documentation, yeah. mm, I remember going to court in Jefferson County and wanting to make sure that the next court hearing was a cell hearing. Could you get me the actual requirements necessary to prove somebody is, well, not competent to stand trial? See, twice you dismissed the case for my incompetence. Yes. And you wouldn't admit the evidence that I was on the bus on December 31st of 2015? Yeah. You wouldn't admit the evidence that I was in the library from 10 to 5 p.m. on December 31st? Yes. You wouldn't admit the evidence that I was in front of the Masonic Temple on June 16th of 2017? Yeah. I was in the senior center. Poop. I was house sitting. Yes. And I went to a community meal that Friday. I gave you all the emails I sent that day. Yes. I gave you the videos. Yeah. And you just would not admit the evidence. Yeah. Well, just looking at what is known as the parenting plan, it looks to me that you've incorporated restoration laws, yes, to establish competency to be able to have contact with my sons, yes. Now, obviously, just looking at the form, I haven't seen the one that was submitted to the court as evidence. Yes. That abandonment could be in a reason. Yeah. I abandoned my 5 sons when my wife kidnapped them. Yes. I neglected my sons. Yes. See, child abuse, abuse a child. Yes. Somebody has a history of domestic violence. Yes. Assault. Has assaulted or sexually assaulted someone. Sex offenses. Now, that may harm the children's best interest. Yes. Other problems. If a parent has any of these problems, the court may limit the parent's contact with the children and the right to make decisions for the children. Yes. Now, she could have marked this box, neither parent has any of these problems. Yeah. But somehow I think that she didn't. A parent has one or more of these problems. Yes. Neglect. Emotional or physical problem. Substance abuse. Lack of emotional ties. Yes. Abusive use of conflict. Yeah. Withholding the child. Yes. Others, specify. Yeah. Now it says here limitations on a parent. I don't think she marked does not apply. Yep. Mm. Mm. No limitations despite reasons. Somehow I don't think she marked that one. No. No contact with the children. Yes. hmm No contact. Yeah. And she put no contact, supervised contact, and then there was evaluation or treatment required. Name Paul Budnick. Yes. Must be evaluated for all of the reasons that were marked on this form. Yeah. And start or continue and comply with treatment. Yes. As recommended by the evaluation. Then provide a copy of the evaluation and the compliance reports. Yes. Now we're just on page 3 of 14. Yes. Because it looks to me that you have used the cell hearing. Yes. To prove the insanity of the parent. And you're using restoration laws, the 1077 laws, to obstruct the lawful right of parents, yes, to be able to have contact with their children, yes. Now, any woman, yes, because I'm focused on women this morning, yes, could motion the court, they could put a little check on next to every box that they themselves feel a vindication of, yes. And then the court can order me to restoration right now for no documented crime, for no arrest record, coach, no court hearings, considering the expungement of my court record. Yes. And you can effectively say that any respondent of a dissolution of marriage, yes, needs to be restored to competency for them to be able to have any contact with their children. You know, I'm going to sue you today. I'm going to sue you, yes, for there not being any documented police report, yes, that has been in some way proven in a court of law through a jury of my peers, yes, where there was evidence, pooch, more than just the Bravo calls right now. I mean, evidence and the protections of a speedy trial. Let's go ahead. Now, when you think of the constitutional violations, my wife could walk into the court, yes, fill out this court form, yes, for dissolution of marriage, yes, and you can obligate me to a lifetime of restoration. Dreamer!